All right, got some Friday afternoon, just drive time thoughts, and just thought I'd pop on and share them. So, I had a discussion today um, with somebody that was wanting some advice and guidance on markets and investing and things of that nature. And this person was, very leery about investing in the markets just based on uh, basically who the president is and his policies. And I've heard this so many times over the years. Doesn't matter, who's in office and what their political affiliation is. There's always a subset of people that are very worried about what that president is going to do. And ultimately, the president does have a lot of power, but there's only so many things that they can do. And so you kind of quell fears from that perspective. But at the same time, each president does have a different way that they run things. And so I always like to kind of zoom out on these kind of things because look, ultimately you gotta invest, right? If we're constantly waiting for the perfect time, then you're just never going to invest, right? If you don't like this current president and you're going to wait 4 years, well, that's a long time to wait, right? And then what if the political candidate that you want to win 4 years from now doesn't win, and then there's another candidate in the office that you don't like? Well, then we're going to wait another 4 or 8 years. What happens if uh, we are just constantly waiting? I think if you zoom out and you look at the last 100 years of investing, there's never really a perfect time to invest. Just when you think we've got peace, a war breaks out. Just when you think uh, the economy is booming, the tech bubble bursts like in the early 2000s. I mean, there's always something that comes up and always a reason not to invest. And so I kind of just think about there's just not really any other way around it, right? If you want to grow your wealth over time, then you gotta invest. Now, in fairness, there are different ways to invest, right? The stock market has been a really good way to invest over time, but but it's not the only way to invest. You can do real estate, you can own a business. There's a lot of different ways to kind of invest your money, but at the end of the day, you've got to be investing some way, somehow. And ultimately, having money in the stock market is just a really good hedge against um, other investment classes you might be investing in. So if you're trying to build a business, that's very illiquid. If you're trying to do real estate, that's also, I mean, there's ways, of course, you can loan against it, but there's just not a lot of liquidity there. So having the stock market available to be growing wealth, but be able to access as needed, just adds a lot of liquidity to your life. And so I see that a lot too with people that say, hey, I'm investing in myself or investing in a business or this or that. And that's good for a point. But getting money in the markets is a smart choice for anybody. Now, how much and what you should invest in kind of varies based on your situation, of course. But the big thing I just was reflecting on today is just there's always a reason not to invest. And I don't know where the market's going. The market was down today. People are worried about the economy, inflation, tariffs, right? All those things are hot buttons right now. And I don't know. I don't know where the next 3 months, 6 months, 12 months are going to go. I don't, right? We might have a down market. We might not have a down market. We might have an up market. I don't know. And so the key is, again, there's always a reason that you could not invest. And so I just think you need to find the reasons to invest. And the reasons to invest is that your future self is going to thank you, right? The best time to plant a tree was 100 years ago. The next best time is today. So, anyway, hope you have a great weekend and appreciate you stopping by. God bless.